Just jumped off of a call with a bunch of fellow business owners that are all wanting to increase their marketing, increase the effectiveness of their marketing, and learn how to market to build their business. So I'm going to just share a couple of things from the call that almost everybody had a question about, and a couple of points I think that will really stand out. So first things first, consistency is absolutely the name of the game. All right. It's really, really easy to get into the mindset of wanting to create perfect marketing content. I got some great news for you, though. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay. So consistency is more important. So I'm going to give you a little bit of challenge right now. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're hoping to accomplish, if you grab your phone and create a video for one day, for 30 days straight, I want you to see what happens to your business. Now, you might be saying to yourself, gosh, I don't like what I look like. I don't like what I sound like. And you might be saying, this is what everybody says, by the way, I have no idea what to even say. Okay, so let me give you a quick formula, and this will make it so easy. Always remember, nobody cares about what you look like. Nobody cares about what you sound like. And nobody even cares about, I don't mean this offensively, but nobody cares about you, okay? The only thing they care about in your video message is what problem they have that you can solve. So don't talk about yourself, okay? So if you're, say, in the mortgage business and you say, hey, I do mortgage loans, and why don't I help you with your mortgage loans? I would love to help you with your loan. Yeah, no kidding. Everybody says that, right? So, or whatever the business is, I would love to be your real estate agent. Right, of course. But that's not very compelling, right? Okay, so the formula is this: goodwill, value, and an offer, okay? So you always want to provide value. You always want to provide goodwill. Here's a great example. So I'm gonna use the example of a mortgage loan officer. And by the way, if you can frame it inside of a story, it's even better. So let me show you how this works. Hey, listen, I was just talking with my friend Bob. Now, I've changed his name for privacy, but Bob wanted to buy a real estate investment property. In fact, he wanted to Airbnb it, right? So he wanted to buy Airbnb because he wanted a little vacation place, but he also wanted to make money off of it. And he was asking what kind of loans are out there. Now, there are traditional mortgage loans designed specifically for Airbnb properties. But as I was going through those with Bob, they didn't really help him very much, right? They weren't quite fitting. So I did a little bit of research, and I wanted to let you know what we came up with for Bob, because this was a really great solution. Well, did you know that there are loans that have come over from the commercial world that are now in the residential world, and they apply to second homes like Airbnb, short-term rentals, and they also apply to rentals and investment properties. Well, the cool thing about these loans is they do not qualify based on income. So Bob, he was self-employed. He had pretty good cash flow, so he wanted to invest it. But on his tax returns, he doesn't want to pay a lot of taxes. So his tax returns his income wasn't high enough for him to qualify to buy it. But as we started going through these new products, man, this one loan didn't even look at his income to qualify. It did require good down payment, but didn't require his income to qualify. He was actually able to pick up a really great loan. So we found an Airbnb, was able to purchase it, and it was a great loan product for him. So this might be something really useful for you. If you're looking for an investment property or an Airbnb, I've got a new array of loan products that may help you get exactly what you're looking for. And if this sounds interesting to you, then you know what? Just direct message me or give me a shout at my phone number. Okay, so do you see what I'm doing? I just took a product or a solution and I put it out there, right? So just keep putting solutions out there. Now, here's what inevitably happens. If you were to even say the same video or create the same video every day about the same topic, right? Like how many times can you talk about dental fillings or whatever, right? Well, it turns out you can talk about it a lot. Just talk about the same thing over and over and over. Frame it differently or whatever. But whatever your product is, talk about it over and over and over. What does Coke do for decades? They say the same thing over and over and over. So don't worry about saying the same thing over and over and over. Just get that message out there. So, and anyway, here's what inevitably happens. You'll get a call from somebody. Let's use Bob's example. You get a call from somebody that says, hey, listen, I saw your video on Airbnb loans, but now I don't need an Airbnb loan. I'm a first-time homebuyer. Do you do those? Do you do first-time homebuyer loans? And the answer is always yeah. So people will see that you're in the business, that you're knowledgeable, and that you're serious. And then they'll say, wow, that person solves that person's problems. I wonder if they can solve my problem too. And then you'll get the call. It just barely it happens to all the businesses. I got a great success story. I'll tell you another video. Just barely happened to somebody I'm working with. Okay. So 30 days, do one video every single day. Okay. Just grab your phone, take 5 minutes, do one, and then put it out there, right? Use TruePartner AI. We use TruePartner AI all the time. We shoot the one video, we upload it, and we put it out to all of our platforms all in one shot. So you got to use TruePartner AI, and you got to do a video every single day and watch what happens, okay? So be consistent, be helpful, goodwill, value, and offer, and you watch what happens after 30 days. All right, hope that helps. Go get them.